be doing a speech out of Common Communicator number 7, Research Your Topic. Rob's been a long time member of the Going Achievers and very instrumental in roles within the Going Achievers and district leadership roles. Are you looking for a way to take speaking to the next level? Our next speaker, Rob Christensen, will give you the way to do just that. His presentation is called Blogging for Speakers, and you'll learn how you can use the power of writing to improve your speaking. Whether you've never heard of blogging, live on Facebook, or anything in between, this presentation is for you. Please help me welcome Rob Christensen.
Are you looking for ways to improve your speaking? Raise your hand. Hope so, you're in Toastmasters, right? In this next 5 to 7 minutes, you're going to learn specifically what blogging is, because some of you may not know the definition of it. I realize I didn't know the definition of it for a long time, even though I had heard of it myself. What the difference is between just writing and blogging, and whether you should choose one or the other specifically to help improve your speaking. So to start, I'd like everybody to take out a pen. Does everybody have a pen? Good. Take your agenda and turn it over. And we're going to do a quick exercise. If you choose not to use this later, that's okay, but bear with me and go ahead and write this out for me in just one sentence. Write the letter I, then write your name, first and last. Will write no less than. Then do a little underline in a spot where you would write a number. Then words per day for the next 30 days. Okay, pencils down. What I had you do just now is demonstrate to yourself what it's like to write down your goal. Now this may not be your goal yet, it may not ever be your goal, but if it is, this is a way to put your goal on paper and to follow it. And I got this particular idea out of a book called World Class Speaking. The author, Craig Valentine, waits till the last page pretty much to issue a challenge to the reader. And no, I don't start at the end of the book, I read the whole thing. And at the end, he challenges anyone who wants to become a better speaker to take time every day to put their thoughts in writing. It can be on any subject. We've heard a couple other speakers in our own club talk about their methods for doing this. Craig himself picks the number 747. That's the number of words per day he wants to write. Do you know what that coincides with, 747? Anybody? Yeah. Right, Boeing Club, right? Exactly. Taking flight. For him, the association is that he wants his dreams to take flight. So by writing 747 words a day, his dreams will take flight. For me, I didn't shoot for 747. That's a really hard number to write every day. I went in and wrote down 300. That was my goal. And that's what I've been working on. How I've chosen to do it is through blogging. And the reason I want to talk to you about that, what I want you to learn from this, is how you can make that choice, either to do writing or blogging, to help your dreams take flight. First definition of blogging, and I'll read this to make sure I get it right. According to dictionary.com, a blog is a weblog. It's a really long definition, isn't it? But the verb to blog or blog, blogging, that type of thing, means to write entries in, add material to, or maintain a weblog. And what a weblog means is a log on the internet, on the World Wide Web. So that's what blogging is. Blogging is simply writing and putting it on the web. That's pretty simple. So what's the difference between writing and blogging? Simply put, writing is what it sounds like. You just take the time to write out your thoughts, maybe on paper, maybe in the computer, Microsoft Word, or Lotus Notes, whatever system you may choose to use. But blogging is taking that writing to the next level and putting it out there for the whole world to see, potentially. Although I've had days that 0 people have looked at my blog, and a number of days where it's been between about 3 and 5, so I'm not the most popular blogger on the earth. And you don't necessarily have to worry about everybody on the planet checking out your blog. But the point is, once it's out there, it is out there. One difference that I've really noticed, especially when it comes to blogging versus just writing, is once I put it out there, I don't think it's appropriate for me to go and edit it and change it once I publish it. I will go fix a typo if I see one. But if I think about an idea that, oh, I wish I'd have said this differently or put something else in there, that's another blog. I don't want to change what I've already published. And that's a personal feeling, but that's where I see a difference between that and just writing. Because if I were to write something in a Microsoft Word document, I might be more likely to go back and edit it out a few times a month later or something like that. But since it's published in a blog, I leave it alone. So when do you choose blogging over writing? Well, specifically, you want to blog if, one, you want your message to get out to the whole world, even if there's only 6 people in the first 20 or 30 days. But if you want people to hear your message, pick blogging. And there are a lot of folks out there that are blogging on pretty much every subject. You don't have to worry about being the one person talking about what you're talking about, unless it's your family. If you want comments and feedback, then choose blogging. Because of course, if you type it into Word and you keep it in your hard drive, no one sees it but you. But if you put it out there for the world to see, someone's going to say something. And in the 49 days now that I've been blogging each day, I've received mostly comments from a few people that I've known, but I've had a couple of random people, one person in California, one out in Texas, that I have no idea how they stumbled across my blog. One was a Toastmaster, one wasn't. Another one found me off of LinkedIn and read my blog. So you never know where you're going to get that comment or feedback from. And finally, like I said, if you don't mind the fact that once you put it out there, maybe no one will read it. You have to go ahead and not feel bad about that. Sometimes I look at that stat and say, wow, it's 11:59, nobody's looked at my blog today. You just have to suck it up and realize, well, there's 4 billion blogs to read. I don't know the exact number, but it's a pretty high number. And mine's not necessarily going to be the most popular, and you just have to be okay with that and still keep pressing on. If you don't like those things, then you definitely want to consider just using your word processing for writing. So will blogging improve your speaking skills? There's no doubt in my mind. The drive to create content each day, the feedback received, and capturing those ideas have helped my speaking immensely. This very speech is based on a blog I wrote Sunday night. And in fact, I will show it to you briefly. Speaking tips, blogging for speakers. That's what mine happens to look like. Got the little pin up there. This is a theme. This is on a system called WordPress. It's just www.wordpress.com. It's free. You can set up your own blog. You can set up multiple ones. As I show you, there's a couple different ways that you can use different themes. This is my own blog within a different theme. This is just a preview. There's another theme with some books. And there's a theme I'll never use. But there are a lot of different options out there for those themes, and essentially it's simply a text editor, and then the system puts it in that format for you. Allows for comments and pretty much everything. Plug and play. It's really simple to use. I urge you to consider blogging or at least writing to help improve your speaking. Take a minute, look at that statement that you wrote, pick a number and fill it in, and commit to it for the next 30 days and see if that doesn't make you a better speaker.